Hey, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is May 10th, and this is News and Views by Doug. And today is, it's Mother's Day. So if there's any mothers out there watching this podcast, thank you very much and happy Mother's Day. A lot of news coming out of the Middle East. Yesterday, Israel was hit by UAVs, drones, and some missiles, and it was thought that it was done by Iran, but now they're saying it was actually Hezbollah out of Lebanon that was doing it. And we're not sure if any of the missiles actually hit Israel. We know that their air defense missiles were taking out a lot of them. But today, Iran launched a lot of attacks. They attacked a boat off of Qatar, and they hit it. It was I say boat. Being a former Marine, we didn't call them ships. We always called them boats. But it was a large container vessel that apparently it's on fire off of Doha, Qatar. And then they also launched drones and missiles again into United Arab Emirates, and it's nonstop. Now, it was reported that Bahrain arrested 41 Iranian operatives. These were spies and sleeper cells. The UAE arrested several Iranian agents that they believe were sleeper cells that were not only spying but getting ready to do attacks. So, this is what the United States worries about. When we had the open border going and all these people were just rushing in here, we know that a lot of terrorists made it into the country, and we believe that there's a lot of sleeper cells in the United States, and we have been seeing attacks here and there on churches, on people. Who knows when the big one's coming? So here it is. We had U.S. Navy destroyers that were attacked the other day. And, the United States military is not stupid. And now there's a lot of conjecture that the 3 Navy destroyers were put in the Persian Gulf to draw out the Iranian missile boats and their launch sites. And there was a satellite sitting overhead when the Iranians did launch their attack, and we ended up sinking, I believe, 6 to 7 of their little Mosquito boats. And, these are high-speed vessels. But now reports came out that Iran has launched their mini submarines. And these are, manned by a few men. And they go out, and their whole job in life is to harass the shipping in the Straits of Hormuz. Now, something that's kind of funny, when it was first reported about these Iranian submarines, the Iranians have nicknamed them dolphins. So all these people on the internet started making these videos and AI saying that these were real dolphins that had mines attached to them, and they were going to go out and sink all these ships. Well, it wasn't dolphins, not real ones. It was miniature submarines. Now, supposedly they've launched a lot of them this morning, and they're hard to find. So we'll see what the U.S. Navy can do about that. But Iran's completely out of control. They're launching attack after attack now during the ceasefire. But the U.S. has been bombing a lot of their bases and missile launchers along the coast. We basically drew them out. It was a trap. We knew exactly where they were coming from. And we took them out. There's been explosions for the last couple of days on the Iranian coastline. So there's a lot of things going on out there. Iran responded to the U.S. for a ceasefire, and they want to negotiate nothing. All they want is an end to the war. They won't kill their proxy terrorist groups. They won't turn over the uranium. They don't want to negotiate on good faith. Well, Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu basically said this morning that until the uranium is turned over, Israel is going to be at war with Iran. They're going to wipe them out. Now, one of the funny things is apparently, just like the U.S. built a little base when they went to go rescue their 2 pilots, they built the base in Iran. apparently Israel built a secret air base in Iraq. And it was basically built so that if they had any of their pilots shot down, that they could have airplanes and helicopters there to go rescue their pilots. And the Iraqis finally found out about it. Supposedly a shepherd saw the installation, called his government, and when the Iraqi military decided to go and investigate, Israeli airplanes stopped them and may have killed one Iraqi soldier. So all hell's breaking loose. The question is when are the Saudis, the Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, when are their military going to get involved and go after Iran and help us? So anyways, folks, that's what's going on today. It's crazy out there. I'd like to know what your opinion is. Please be safe out there. And again, for all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. You folks take care and be safe.